Hi, folks. Welcome back to our four-part series, which is all about unlocking your bike business's potential and the power of software. It's a four-part series. We're week 3 in. We have had two previous episodes. Episode 1 was all about the digital revolution and why software is essential for modern bike shops in this day and age. Episode 2, which was 2 weeks ago, was all about inventory and service mastery and how you can use software to optimize your operations. This week, we're looking at customer connection and how you can use software to build loyalty and drive sales. And then our final episode is in 2 weeks' time, which is all about data-driven decisions and how you can use software to analyze your performance to help grow your business. If you're new to this series, please do check out the previous 2 episodes. There's a lot of useful information. And if you have any questions, please do send them in and I'll be happy to answer them in the final episode in 2 weeks' time. So, customer connection and how you can use software. Obviously, last week we looked at how you can use software to manage your inventory. But this week's all about the customer connection and how you can really build on those loyalty programs that you might have, and how you can use software and certain CRM tools to drive that loyalty and that customer experience. At BikeBook, we have a lot of useful tools that can really help you grow your business. BikeBook, the front end, allows you to create that free profile so that you can then provide basically start that connection off with the customer. But then having a CRM tool is so important to then manage that connection going forward. And also being able to provide that good customer experience when that customer's in with you is so important, because there's a lot of competitors out there, as you probably know. So having a software that allows you to basically stay on top is imperative in this day and age. And our focus today is just all about using CRM tools and marketing tools to help you do so. So, first up, obviously, CRM isn't just a buzzword, it's the heart of knowing your customer. BikeBook empowers you to move beyond transactions and help build those relationships. We help you by, first of all, allowing you to capture and manage that customer data. BikeBook brings you that customer, and then it helps you manage that through Workshop by BikeBook. We have a centralized database for all of your customers' information, which means it's easy to access so that you can then market to them. We then have easy inputting of bookings, purchases, and service appointments, because then that allows you for clear and concise data management. So you can then find that customer's information and those certain customers that fall into those certain categories for future reference when you're looking to do some marketing. We also allow you to track customer purchase history and their preferences. You can see in Workshop, and we'll look at it with some screenshots very shortly, that we've built basically the way to see a previous service history that customers had done with yourself, which means you can see what parts they've ordered, what other stock they've ordered, and allowing you to make those data-driven marketing decisions. And it's all about understanding their riding style and their brand preferences, so that you know who to contact and who to sell what to. We also have the ability to send out personalized communication and offers as well. So you can set up marketing emails and tools set at different periods after that bike's been completed. And we'll look at that very shortly and how you can do that. And using your customers' data, you can create loyalty programs. Now, we don't have a marketing campaign builder, but what we do allow is for you to be able to extract your customers' data and then import it into a marketing tool of your choice, such as maybe like MailChimp or HubSpot, to basically to allow you to create those campaigns that allows you to shout about those different promotions that you have on offer. So one of the first features we have is all about marketing, setting marketing campaigns. So like I said just now, we have the ability to extract your customers' information. You can see what bikes they have within the My Customers area, and you can see what their purchase history was. And using the export button at the top of the page, you can export all of that information into a marketing campaign builder, such as, yeah, like I said earlier, MailChimp or someone else. And then that allows you to create nice detailed emails and text messages and so on, to shout about to your customers. And it's so important when you have an offer on to talk about it and to let people know, so that you can really drive those sales in within your business. Next up, we have targeted promotions. Like I said, as you can see on the right there, you can see previous jobs, and that allows you to see what parts were ordered in the past by that customer, and you can see what their buying preferences is as well. At the bottom of this screenshot, unfortunately, I can't scroll down, but on this page within Workshop, you can see the bikes that they have, as well as any payments that were taken in the past as well for that customer. And you can also see which emails and which text messages they've opened, and which ones have been delivered. So you know whether your customers are hearing about you, and if they're not, maybe you want to try a different type of marketing. And it's all about being able to provide that customized approach to basically talking to your customers, and kind of really leaning on their preferences, so they kind of so they understand that you understand what they like, and what they don't like. So being able to see that information clearly and concisely is incredibly important, and thankfully, Workshop by Bytebook allows you to do that. What we do have is the ability to set up automated reminders to your customers. So after a service has been completed, you can set up a 6 month, a 3 month, or 1 year, basically reminder that their bike might need servicing again. And this just allows you to basically stay on top of that customer, drive that sale, so that they come back. Maybe if they've had a busy period of summer, maybe cycling, it's so important that they know that it's time for their bike to be serviced again. And thankfully, within Workshop, you can build customizable email templates, so that your customers can see what kind of different offers you have available. And being able to set service reminders allows you to really kind of lean on that customer engagement. You can also set up order fulfillment notifications and booking confirmations. You can let the customer know when their bike's ready, and so on. And we also obviously have our flow chart on the board page, so you can see at what stage that customer's at as well. Another really cool feature we have within Workshop is all about providing that real great customer experience. And we have the ability within our system to be able to build customizable job cards. So when you build your services within Workshop, what this does is it creates a job report card that you can basically provide to your customers on a traffic light system. So as you can see on this screenshot, we've got a Canyon. It's in for a gold service, and you can see there that there's a lot of green, because let's say it's maybe like a nice new bike. There's not much work that he's doing on it. However, what you can see there is there's that one blue line, and that's actually where a part's been replaced. And it's nice because once the job's complete, your customers are sent a copy of this, and they basically can see a breakdown of their bike for each different item within that service package, and you can tailor them to suit your business and your service packages. And it's just that one step ahead of being just servicing. It's just one step ahead of just servicing their bike, and then providing their bike, but being able to provide them a report that shows them that this is where your bike's at. This is what we might recommend he's doing next time. They can also see a breakdown of different parts that you've added, and different costs associated with those parts. It just really provides that customer experience, that high level customer experience that allows for retention, and that loyalty. So a great feature that we're very thankful that we've been able to build, and please do take full advantage of it, because the feedback that we've got so far on these job report cards is great, because it's very similar to like when you get your car serviced, and you want to see what parts maybe are going to need changing in the future. So maybe if there's maybe some expensive parts, you might need to start saving. The same applies to a bike. So having your customers being able to see this information is really imperative. Keeping customers engaged is also should be at the top of your priority list. Really, if you haven't got customers returning, you're going to have to put a lot more work in trying to find new customers. So what we have also is what we call basically the customer hub. Now, this is actually being rebuilt as I speak. It is going to be white labels, so it's going to be your branding, your colours, your logo, your name. So it's going to look like your customer hub. So basically, what happens here is when a customer books in with you, they are sent a link to allow basically to book in, and then once that link's been clicked on, they are sent to here. So this is their kind of like basically hub for all of the information. They can manage their booking, they can chat to you and you can chat to them. You've got a part authorization area which allows customers to actually authorize parts, which can save you time. It's also nice and easy for the customer because they can see photos, they can see comments and messages on that part. So basically, it just saves you having to kind of pick up the phone, listen to their hour-long kind of conversation or story about how they were cycling on some holiday. Obviously, it's great to have that interaction with the customer as well. But when you're just trying to, in the busy period, get those services out, having a centralized system like this makes it really easy for you just to get those parts authorized, so you know that you can then order them and then get them fitted. You can also see in here there's actually a live version of the job report card, and then you've got the costs, which basically allows the customer to see the associated costs to that service. So, one of the key takeaways, just want to lean on, is all about kind of having that strong customer relationships and the foundation for sustainable growth. As we've been talking about earlier, think of it as upgrading your toolkit for the digital age. So, having software to be able to provide that great customer experience is imperative. Another cool Another key one is obviously the cycling landscape is evolving incredibly quickly. So having to change and be dynamic is imperative so that you can stay on top and provide that great customer experience, so that you can drive that loyalty and those customers keep returning. We've looked at how the Bikebook CRM provides a real holistic view to your customer. Another area we've looked at is being able to provide personalized communication that drives loyalty and repeat business. And then we've looked at targeted marketing tools can help you maximize your sales efforts. So being able to talk about when you have those promotions on, and being able to tell your customers that you have discounts on certain weekends is important, because it really allows you to maybe boost those sales when you're maybe coming up to a bit of a lull within your business. And as we look at every week, obviously software equals efficiency, a better customer experience, and smarter decisions. And as always, what's one process in your shop that you think software could improve? And if you've seen maybe a feature today, do reach out to myself and I would be happy to get you set up. Coming up next week, we're going to be looking at data-driven decisions, and basically how data can help you analyze your performance and look at your business as a whole. So we're going to be looking at maybe if you have a lull coming up in the future and you want to do a bit of marketing, how you can use data to really lean on basically boosting that sale. And then we're going to be looking at how you can really grow your business using software, using different kind of touching on a bit of the marketing tools we looked at today, how you can use it to kind of manage that inventory, kind of different communication tools that we have available, and so on. These are my contact details. Please do reach out if you have any questions, and I'll be more than happy to have a conversation with yourself about how us at Bikebook can help grow your business. Thanks for your time. Look forward to speaking to you in a couple of weeks' time. Bye-bye.